Thanks for sticking with us. And boy, Guy, whatever they put in the water at Woodcreek Middle School, it's working.
They are the middle school of champs.
They are the middle school of champs. And we are thrilled on your schools today to have an excellent student from Woodcreek Middle School who we are exceptionally proud of, Miguel Lomas, who's an 8th grader. He was a national winner of the Do the Right Thing Challenge, which was an essay contest. Miguel was selected as one of 2 national semifinalists out of 14,000 entries from the Houston area.
That is phenomenal. Gosh.
Unbelievable, right? We're so proud. And both Miguel and his teacher, Christina Clegg, were able to spend a week in Washington, D.C. for the Do the Right Thing. So welcome to you both. Christina, thank you for joining us. And Miguel, congratulations on your award.
Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So Christina, tell us a little bit about Do the Right, W-R-I-T-E, thing.
Well, the Do the Right Thing contest is a middle school writing contest. Any middle schooler can enter, but I think it's typically entered by 7th and 8th graders. And it's sponsored by the National Campaign to Stop Violence. And the students write essays focusing on 3 questions. How has violence affected my life? What are the causes of violence? And what can I personally do to prevent violence?
Okay, pretty heavy topics.
Absolutely.
And lots of competition.
Clearly, lots of competition.
Well, and let me add my congratulations to Miguel. That's really phenomenal. So let me ask you, if you would, tell us just a little bit about the topic of your essay. And
So my essay was pretty much all around. It was mostly, you have school violence, you have gang violence, and also I think mine was a little different because I talked about war and how war has affected many families, and especially 9/11, and how it's affected one of my family members whenever they were killed, fighting the war against terrorism. And I think that really affected my life because, families are losing family members because of war, and how I can only imagine how they feel losing family members.
Oh, absolutely.
Right, and it sounds, when it's personal, it comes from the heart. You got a lot of material to write about then.
Yes.
So, and I do think it's interesting to hear about war as another form of violence. We hear about it a lot, but it's on so many different levels.
Yes.
Really well done.
Yeah.
And honestly, I hadn't thought of it that way, but just the notion of war. Really, that unfortunately happens at lots of different levels. Whether it's gangs or countries.
That's right. Well, you have to spend a week in Washington, D.C. How exciting. I love Washington so much to do. Tell us about that experience.
It was really a life-changing experience, because whenever I turned in the essay, I didn't really think too much of it. So I'm like, okay, well, yeah, I'll turn it in. I wouldn't mind. And then they called me and said that, I'm one of the national ones.
So this is when you turned it into Houston?
Yeah, when I turned it into Houston, and they said that I was one of them. I was elected, or as you say, I won that district. I'm like, wow, it's really cool. I've never really won anything this big. And then they called me back a few days later and said I won national. And I was really excited because, this is a really big thing for me. And I never experienced this ever in my life before.
That is awesome. So what was your favorite thing about D.C.?
I think my favorite thing was visiting all the monuments. That was a really cool experience.
And there's lots of good monuments to see.
Yeah,
okay, I also understand as the winner, you got to visit with some celebrities.
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
We met Common, which is, he's a writer / rapper / actor.
Okay.
And it was pretty cool. He gave a really good speech at the last night of our, and it was really, really an eye-opening speech that he gave. It was really cool.
Boy, that is great. And Christina, what I really love about the program is the teacher gets to go to D.C. as well.
I love that too.
So
It works.
That's right. So, well, first let me very sincerely commend you, thank you. Having students win essay contests really isn't anything new at Woodcreek.
No, it's not.
It really
was
isn't.
all him. Thank you. But Miguel wrote a beautiful essay, and I was just very proud of him.
I think it's
proud
kind
that he
of. I
submitted
think it's a
it.
good team. I think it's a really good team. So let me ask you the same question. So what was your favorite thing about DC?
Well, we did go on an exceptional private tour of the Capitol, and that was really fun.
Wow.
We both enjoyed that a lot. But my real favorite part was that they took all the national finalist writings and they published it into a book.
Oh, you've got
And
it.
so we got just the day that they presented it to the finalists at the hotel where the conference was held. I was so proud and so excited. And then we actually got to see the students go to places like the Library of Congress and present the book there and give it to them.
So, Miguel,
that
you are a published author, is what I'm reading between
In the
the lines
Library
here.
of Congress.
Very proud of that.
Wow.
That's pretty
and you're
cool.
the teacher of a published author in the Library of Congress.
I guess so.
That is very cool. Very, very cool. It sounds like the Do You Right organization really provided a very organized and eventful trip to D.C. So you mentioned the keynote speaker. Any other activities that the organization?
Yes, there's a lot of activities. They took us on places. We had a big charter bus filled with all the kids, and we went around Washington D.C. We visited a bunch of monuments. We went to the Library of Congress, which I thought was a really cool experience. And see if I can remember what else we did. And they gave us some free time on our own. You know, we can go for parents and, you know, go around. And we went to the cemetery, National Cemetery, which was really cool. We got to see the JFK Memorial and the internal flame and the changing of the guard, which was really cool experience.
Well, how neat. So your family was with you
Yes.
for the trip. How
Yes.
cool. Teacher, family,
It was a
published
really good
author. It
experience.
doesn't get better than that.
It doesn't get better than that. It doesn't get. So, Christina, as a teacher, obviously it's a proud moment for your students there. What do you think? You know, not only Miguel but the other winners and students that were able to participate in this event. What do you think their biggest takeaway is from it?
The thing that I probably appreciated the most as a teacher watching this, and someone who spends pretty much my whole life with middle school students, is the confidence that they took away from it. I thought the Do the Right Thing organization did a phenomenal job of building these students up. They didn't call them winners. They called them national ambassadors or student ambassadors. So they were grooming them up as leaders in this campaign to stop violence and giving kids credit for something. You know, we recognize kids a lot for their academics, for sports, for the arts, but this is for their reflectiveness, their willingness to share their experiences, and their civic mindedness. And I thought that was really neat, the way they honored them and worked to build them up while they were there.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And Miguel, thank you for representing your school district, Woodcreek Middle School, your family, and you exceedingly well.
Thank you so much.
Real quick before we go, you're 8th grade. You're going to be in high school next year. Summer Creek?
Possibly.
Possibly. Okay. Any plans beyond high school? Where do you see yourself going or
I would
doing?
see myself going to A&M.
Good choice. Good choice.
Probably
Guy and I are Aggies, so that's a good answer when you're talking to us.
either becoming an engineer or marine transportation. That's what I'm really looking into.
Awesome. You'll get there, no doubt.
Absolutely. Well, what a wonderful experience for you, and congratulations on your award.
Thank you.
You know, so proud of you. Represent not only your school, the district, and you know, congratulations to you. I know you've got to be proud having your student do so well. So, thank you guys for joining us very much. And for our audience, we hope you enjoyed this segment. And Guy and I will be right back.